Ukraine in shock, as Russia launched a massive strike on Ukraine's training ground. It's day 1311 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Today there are lots of things to discuss. Recently Ukraine suffered a massive blow, because they are making the same mistakes, and are refusing to make any changes. But first we will start from the Vasilka front. Here Russian forces continue to slowly advance westwards. Now the most important advance came from the northern side near Avdiivka. As I have explained several times in the past, how this settlement can greatly affect the rear of Ukrainian forces on the entire section. Ukrainian forces until now with reinforcements that arrived, had denied Russia a foothold within the town. However, in the last 24 hours things have changed. Russian forces crossed the river and entered the town from the southeast. At the moment, it was reported that the entire eastern part has come under Russian control. Now this advance indicates that the reinforcements that were brought in earlier to stop the Russians are now stretched, because of the Russian breakthrough south. Speaking of the south, near Ukraine's main line of defense, previously we saw how Russian forces captured Kalinivske. Since then Russian forces have started attacking Stepove, and are also attacking north from Berezov. Here Ukraine has a series of trenches along this tree line, that is an extension of their main line of defense. Recently Russian forces managed to capture one trench system on the tree line. You can imagine the intensity, given they have Ukrainian forces on both sides only tens of meters apart. Now a little south, Russian forces continue to develop the northern flank of Poltavka. In the latest report, it was confirmed that they have taken this area under their control. Now in order to assist their ground forces, Russian aviation has been frequently striking key Ukrainian points with FABs. Recently strikes were reported in Heliopol, Poltavka, to name a few, and this goes for the entire front line. So Ukraine, in order to ambush Russian fighter jets, deployed a Patriot air defense system near Dnipro city. But to their surprise, one of their launchers was spotted by a Russian recon drone. And soon it was struck by an Iskander missile-carrying cluster ammunition. And from the footage, we can see smoke coming out of the launcher, suggesting it's either damaged or destroyed. But Ukraine was also able to score a hit. Apparently when a Russian Su-34, carrying FAB was vectoring southwest of Tokmak city, was shot down by Ukrainian air defense. Russian sources confirmed the loss, and claimed that the crew survived and were picked up by helicopter. Now the biggest strike came from up north from Chernihiv region. Many of you may remember that Ukraine has a training ground southwest of Chernihiv, which is very close to the Belarus border. And in the past it has been struck many times by Russian armed forces. And the event repeated recently. According to the sources, Russia launched a big combined strike on this training ground, using ballistic missiles and Garand family drones. In first stage, instead of drones to suppress air defense, 2 ballistic missiles were sent, and then 10 Garand drones followed. Footage of the strike was shared by Russian sources. Ukrainian sources have confirmed the strike and acknowledged the unknown number of casualties suffered. Apparently Ukraine has built underground training facilities on this training ground. And it is likely that Russians first made a path with ballistic missiles, and then struck them with drones. However, we have not seen the aftermath of the strike from inside of these facilities. I find this strike very tragic, because most likely these were young new recruits. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.